Son Goku is the main character of the Dragon Ball manga and anime created by Akira Toriyama. His original name is Kakarado, and he is one of the few Saiyajins who managed to survive the complete annihilation of planet Vegeta of Universe 7. He is the second son of Bardock and Jain, younger brother of Raditz, adopted grandson of Son Gohan, husband of Chi-Chi, father of Son Gohan and Son Goten, and is also the grandfather of Pan and the ancestor of Son Goku Jr. Initially sent to Earth as a flying baby with the mission to conquer it. However, falling off a cliff, he suffered a severe blow that nearly killed him, thus altering his memory and eliminating all the violent instincts of his race. This led him to grow up with a pure and kind heart, while retaining all the powers of his species. However, in the new Dragon Ball timeline, it is revealed that he was sent by his parents to Earth with the mission to survive at all costs the destruction of his planet at the hands of Frieza. Later, Kakarot, now known as Son Goku, became the prince consort of Mount Paozu and leader of the Z Warriors, as well as being the main defender of Earth and Universe 7, protecting them from destruction on countless occasions, although he himself does not consider himself a hero or savior. Created by Akira Toriyama as the main protagonist of Dragon Ball, Son Goku is based on one of his previous characters, Tang Tong, the protagonist of Dragon Boy. In that story, his distinguishing physical feature was his wings. When Toriyama decided to create Dragon Ball, he was inspired by Wu Qingyan's journey to the West for his own series, taking that story's protagonist, the Monkey King Sun Wukong, as the basis for creating his main character, even adopting the character's Japanese name. To make him more recognizable to readers, Toriyama changed the character's appearance from monkey to human with a monkey tail, and thought that his tail would be visible when he was hiding, ensuring that readers would always be able to identify him. Although Goku is of alien descent, he was originally planned to be human, but as fighters from other planets appeared, it was decided that he would be of the Saiyajin race. To speed up the development of the story, in the manga Goku was given the ability to teleport, allowing him to move quickly from one place to another. Akira Toriyama explains that Goku's design was based on the costumes worn by Shaolin monks in China, as he wanted to give Dragon Ball a Chinese feel. In the early stages of the manga, some readers considered Goku to be too simple, so the author slightly modified his appearance and added new characters such as Kame Sennin and Krillin. He also created the World Martial Arts Tournament to give the manga a more fighting-focused style. Although Goku was expected to win the tournament, Toriyama had him lose twice, although he himself also wanted Goku to win at some point. The name Goku means awakening from emptiness, the syllable Go refers to enlightenment, and Ku means heaven or emptiness. His full name, Son Goku, is a Japanese version of the name Sun Wukong, the main protagonist of the Chinese legend Journey to the West, from which Goku was loosely inspired. His birth name, Kakarado, comes from the English word carrot, meaning carrot. Goku stands at a height of 1.75 meters and weighs about 62 kilograms as an adult. His hair is black with gray tips, with 3 locks falling to the right side of his forehead and 2 to the left, plus 4 spikes on the forehead and 3 locks behind, which later become 5 spikes on the forehead and 4 locks behind in the anime. This hairstyle remains constant throughout the series in its base state, only changing when he transforms or if he is given a cosmetic change with comb and hair gel, as when he worked as a bodyguard to keep his hair fixed, although it would return to its normal shape after a few minutes. Goku's most common attire is his traditional martial arts GI, which varies in color from red-orange to warm orange, accompanied by a short-sleeved navy blue t-shirt. He used to wear a blue obi belt, which he later changed to a sash of the same color. At first, the GI had the kanji of the Turtle School, although he has also worn a GI with nothing visible and the first kanji of his name Go. Complementing his attire, Goku wears blue wristbands and Chinese martial arts shoes, as a child, or navy blue boots with yellow or red trim and beige bows. During his training with Kami, he wore a light blue outfit with his hair wrapped in a white cloth, which he later changed to his GI. In the early stages of Dragon Ball, Goku wore a blue GI with red bracelets, a white obi tied in a bow above his waist, and dark blue kung fu shoes. During his childhood, he also used the magic staff and had a tail due to his Saiyajin origin. From the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament arc onwards and throughout most of Dragon Ball, Goku wears the basic Turtle School GI as his primary attire until after his training with Kami and Mr. Popo. In the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament arc and the rest of Dragon Ball, Goku loses his tail permanently thanks to Kami and wears an updated version of his GI that retains the same short shirt and boots, becoming his signature outfit throughout Dragon Ball Z. Despite being a Saiyajin, Goku prefers not to wear the same armor as his predecessors, which he normally wore while serving in Frieza's army, due to his love for Earth. The only notable occasion when he wore combat armor was during his training with Gohan in the Hall of Spirit and Time. This armor was identical to the one Vegeta wore at the time. After finishing his training, Goku returned to his regular clothes, saying he wanted to fight like an Earthling. In Dragon Ball Super, while he was with Disciple in the Golden Frieza arc and Universe 6 vs Universe 7 arc, Goku wore a warm orange suit with his signature, with no shirt underneath. He also wore long cerulean armbands and boots of the same color with gray trim, similar to those of future Trunks. In Namek and Frieza's arc, Goku wore an outfit similar to his classic GI with the kanji go and a loose blue cloth headband. In Dragon Ball Super Broly, Goku wore the orange GI with a lighter shade than that of the anime series. In Dragon Ball Super Broly, Goku wore a winter outfit along with the GI of the Namek arc and Frieza. It consisted of a blue coat with white lines, black leather, and the acronym SAB in purple on the chest, reaching up to the chin at the top and down to the knees at the bottom, combined with black gloves. In the Galactic Patrol Prisoners arc, Goku again wore the same outfit as in the Battle of Gods arc, the Future Trunks arc, and the Universal Survival arc, but with the Galactic Patrol logo drawn on the upper left side of his GI. In the Planetary Prison arc from Super Dragon Ball Heroes Universe Mission, Goku wore an orange GI, blue boots, and wristbands with a loose ribbon similar to the Universe 6 arc, but with a blue shirt underneath the Kikaji and the Capsule Corporation logo on the chest. Then, in the Universal War Conflict Outbreak arc, Goku wore a similar outfit to the Planetary Prison arc and the Universal War Conflict Outbreak arc, but with black wristbands, boots, and shirt instead of blue. At the end of the manga/Dragon Ball Z, Goku wore a new light blue turquoise GI with a white belt, orange bracelets, dark green pants, and black martial arts shoes with orange socks. In Dragon Ball GT, Goku's skin tone changed from pale to tan. His costume was similar to the one he wore at the end of DBZ, but with slightly different colors. His GI was blue with a white belt, he wore pink armbands, ochre pants, and black kung fu shoes with white socks. In this series, Goku reverted to his boyish appearance due to an accidental wish of Pilaf to the ultimate Shenlong. Later, with the help of Gozenzo-sama, Goku regained his tail to increase his power, although this was never seen again when Goku returned to adulthood at the end of Dragon Ball GT. Being a Saiyajin, he exhibited certain peculiarities that distinguished him markedly from other human individuals. He carried a tail that enabled him to transform into a giant monkey when he looked at the full moon, an ape-like form with enormous destructive power, which was removed on several occasions by various characters, including Kami, to prevent his transformation. The Saiyajin have a singularity in their hair, which is always dark and stops growing after a certain period of time, remaining that way for life. Also, they have the peculiarity that every time they are immersed in an intense combat, they return with a remarkable increase in power, being this the way in which the Saiyajin train hard to enhance their ki. Initially, Goku is presented as a young martial arts practitioner with a tail and superhuman strength. 5 years later in the plot, it is revealed that he is an alien belonging to the lower class of the Saiyajin race, and that his real name is Kakarado, original name given on his home planet. Due to a head trauma during his childhood, almost fatal, Goku suffered amnesia and lost his aggressive nature and the desire for destruction inherent to the Saiyajin. After that incident, he became a noble, cheerful, calm person, difficult to irritate to the point of bordering on innocence, to the point of being immune to the wiles of the demon Akumen, whose special technique, the Devil's Radiance, exploits the slightest traces of evil in the soul of opponents, since Goku possessed a clean and innocent heart. This quality also protects him when facing the sorcerer Babidi, who can easily manipulate those with evil hearts. Despite this, he retained all the biological characteristics of his species. Had he not suffered this blow, Toriyama claimed that Goku would have had the same appearance and personality as Tullus, as Tullus was created as Goku's negative counterpart. Goku Black is another clear example of this. Goku raises his son Gohan under these same circumstances, making him humble and sympathetic, although Gohan studies hard and is very intelligent in scientific aspects, partly due to how strict his mother father is. True to his race, Goku has a very strong fighting spirit and cannot resist fighting anyone he finds strong, even at the most inopportune moments. He is extremely competitive and trains constantly, as he is never satisfied with his current strength and is always looking to better himself. His obsession to improve his power leads him to give absolute priority to his training, almost above everything else. Therefore, despite loving his family and protecting them when necessary, he is not very homely, and a quiet and peaceful life quickly becomes boring for him, so he often prefers to leave and abandon his family for long periods of time to concentrate on training and improving as a warrior. Goku is not shy about showing off his body and has stripped naked in front of people on several occasions. For example, in front of the Snake Queen, in front of his closest group of friends when leaving the hot springs, or to dive into a lake to obtain a dragon sphere. Although he is paradoxically the strongest warrior in the universe, Goku has weaknesses. His greatest weakness is his wife Chi-Chi, who has a domineering temper and easily manipulates him. She forced him to get a driver's license and work as a farmer because of his laziness. Because of this, Piccolo claimed that Super Saiyans also have weaknesses, as mentioned in the Dragon Ball Z anime. In Dragon Ball Super, Goku later admitted that he liked Chi-Chi precisely because of her strong temperament, and Vegeta pointed out that this is because Saiyajin women have that character. Another weakness unique to the anime is his trypanophobia, fear of sharp objects, such as injections, needles, or anything sharp, of which he is easily frightened. Because he spent much of his childhood living alone in the mountains after his grandfather's death, Goku initially lacked common or basic academic knowledge. He was unable to determine a person's gender without first touching their body and did not have highly developed judgment, which often led him to take things literally without fully understanding the context of the situation. This was evidenced when a pteranodon kidnapped Bulma and sarcastically told him to wait for them to talk, to which Goku obeyed without realizing the danger and without acting until Bulma asked him to. Despite his poor formal education, with mathematics being his weak point, as mentioned in the Universal Martial Arts Association tournament exam in Dragon Ball Super, in battle he is a consummate master, with great fighting skill, outstanding learning ability. He learned how to do the Kamehameha after seeing it only once, the ability to push his limits in the midst of combat, and a good grasp of strategy. Over time, Goku becomes very confident in fighting and does so in a carefree manner, as seen in the resurrection of Frezer, which makes him vulnerable and exposes weak points against weaker enemies. The character is based on the protagonist of the Chinese story Journey to the West, where he is the Monkey King, who is called Sun Wukong. Both share the same Hanzi Kanji script. He appears as an occasional guest in other manga, such as Dr. Slump, Nico Majin Z, Dragon Ball Heroes, and Dragon Ball Minus. Currently, the few transformations Goku has not obtained as a Saiyan are the evolved Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, Pink Super Saiyan, Irate Super Saiyan, Type A Super Saiyan, Type C Super Saiyan, Legendary Super Saiyan, and God Broly, exclusive to Vegeta, Goku Black, Trunks of the Alternate Future, and Broly, respectively. Son Goku Dogi cover Cap 173. The cover of Chapter 173 of the original Dragon Ball manga features a Son Goku drawn by Akira Toriyama wearing a dogi that was never seen in the manga or anime. This martial arts uniform has a red-colored jacket covering part of his chest/back going from his waist and reaching his neck and shoulders at the top and his knees at the bottom, an orange dogi with the Kame ideogram, black t-shirt, a white-colored cloth belt, white boots with black soles, and blue-colored ribbons and wristbands of the same color. This appearance of the character was created by a manga fan who won a Shuken Shonen Jump contest in 1987, in which the magazine asked its readers to draw a fan art of how they would like Son Goku's new appearance in the 23rd edition of the World Martial Arts Tournament to look like. The winner of the contest turned out to be this design, and as a prize Akira Toriyama drew it as part of the cover for the 173rd chapter of his manga. While the original manga says that Goku was sent to Earth on a mission of conquest, the Dragon Ball Minus special tells the story a little differently. Here Goku is not a newborn as in the anime adaptation, but was 3 years old at the time he was sent and recognizes Bardock and Jine perfectly. It is also said that his parents sent him to save him, as Bardock foresaw the imminent destruction of his race, which would occur a month later at the hands of Frieza. The movie Dragon Ball Z: Battle of the Gods supports the latter, as it implies that planet Vegeta was destroyed 39 years ago, and Goku in that movie must be around 41 years old, for years after the Battle of Majin Buu. Goku in the anime suffers from trypanophobia, fear of injections. One of his favorite foods is roasted salamander prepared by Chi-Chi. Akira Toriyama may have been inspired by the DC Comics superhero Superman for Goku's story in Dragon Ball Minus. Both arrived on Earth after their home planets were destroyed, Goku from the planet Vegeta and Superman from the planet Krypton. The difference in that part was that Goku was sent to Earth to destroy it, while Superman was sent to Earth to protect it. Both have extraterrestrial names. Goku is Kakarot and Superman is Kal-El. Both are extraterrestrials, very similar to humans, with varied abilities that they use repeatedly to defend Earth from threats. Both were wanted on Earth by a member of their own species, Goku by his older brother Raditz and Superman by General Zod. Goku's uniform was originally red, black, and blue, and the turtle emblem had a yellow background, but eventually the color changed to red-orange, indigo blue, and blue, with the turtle emblem on a white background. This probably because when he became Super Saiyan, the color of the suit changed by adding a yellow tone, and as a matter of a mistake, they began to forget the original colors. It should be noted that Goku's ki in movies 6, 7, 8, and 9 is a lighter orange than in the classic anime. Because of his upbringing, Goku does not care to be seen naked. This is noticeable when he shows off in front of the Snake Princess or, as demonstrated in episode 287 of Dragon Ball Z or in the fight against Liu Xinglong, he also doesn't mind seeing someone naked. For example, when Goku enters the bathroom while Bulma is bathing and does it again as an adult in episode 43 of Dragon Ball Super. But here it was by accident due to key malfunction and he only made it to Bulma and Vegeta's bed. Although many may not recognize it, Goku does know how to drive. It is not known when precisely, since the driving lesson episode with Piccolo is not part of the main story, but he does appear driving a vehicle prior to the Cell games. Contrary to popular belief, Goku does know how to read and write. He demonstrates this in training with Kame Sennin. However, Goku did have trouble with mathematics. He always needs his fingers to count numbers. The character of Goku is based on the main character in the manga Dragon Boy, also created by Akira Toriyama. In the Dragon Ball franchise there have been 5 characters physically identical to him to date. His father Bardock, the space pirate Tulls, his son Goten, the evil entity Goku Black, his great-great-grandson Goku Jr. Kakaroto is the first known scion to suffer from amnesia, who cannot remember his name, his planet of origin, and his race. The second was Shalat. Masashi Kishimoto, the creator of the Naruto series, named the character Son Goku after Toriyama because he was always a fan of Dragon Ball. Besides the main character, Naruto Uzumaki has a lot of similarities with Goku. Naruto dresses and has hair similar to Goku's when he is transformed into Super Saiyan. His parents died protecting their home, Bardock at the hands of Frieza, trying to stop him from destroying planet Vegeta, and Minato Namikaze died stopping the Kyuubi from destroying Konohagakure. Both have a rival with a cold and vengeful personality, both of whom betrayed them and were their enemies at one point, Goku to Vegeta and Naruto to Sasuke Uchiha. Both have a regularly carefree and distracted personality, but are geniuses when they fight. They both have a girl who constantly nags them and fear them when they are angry, Goku to Chi-Chi and Naruto to Sakura Haruno. Both learned their best known technique in record time and made variables of it. Goku learned the Kamehameha after seeing it only once and Naruto the Rasengan in a week. Both have an old and perverted hermit master who taught them the above technique, Goku to Kame Sennin and Naruto to Jiraiya. Both married their childhood friend and had 2 children. Likewise, on the part of Dragon Ball, Naruto was honored with a special costume for Goku in the video game Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Z, where you can find Son Goku in Sage Mode. He only worked when training with Kame Sennin, delivering milk, plowing land, and as an architect in the 2008 special Hey Goku and Friends return. He worked when Chi-Chi made him plant radishes, and in Dragon Ball Super when Chi-Chi forces him to work farming to get the money they needed. In episode 169 of the anime, in the Spanish dub, Goku says that Cell absorbs androids 16 and 17 when in reality they would be 17 and 18. Goku's biological age is different from his chronological age, this due to the training in the Hall of Spirit and Time and the amount of time he has been dead. 1 month in the Hall of Spirit and Time at age 16, where he presumably grew in stature, plus 1 month. Died 1 year to train with the KO of the North, -1. Almost a day in the Hall of Spirit and Time, prior to the Cell games, plus 11 months. Killed for protecting the Earth from Cell's explosion, -7. 3 days in the Hall of Spirit and Time, prior to the Universal Martial Arts Tournament, +3. He has been offered to be a deity on 3 occasions. The first when he defeats Piccolo, Kami offers him to be the new guardian of Earth, but Goku turns him down as he doesn't want to be green, The second wish offers him to be Beerus' successor as God of Destruction, and in Dragon Ball GT he becomes the protector of the Dragon Spheres, taking the place of the Dragon God, Shenlong. In the first dub of Dragon Ball in the United States, Harmony Gold, and in Latin America he was known as Zero. Then Funimation did a dub of the series in the 90s respecting its original name, while in Latin America, after 60 episodes the series was dubbed and changed to Goku. Curiously, this name was one of many that Toriyama thought of for the character. Counting the great antagonists that Goku faces and manages to defeat, both the Demon King Piccolo, Frieza, Little Boo, Vegeta Baby, even Beerus and Broly, all are bitten at some point in the fight by the Scion. Whis has also had the honor of being bitten by Goku. Goku and the character Naruto, from the Naruto series, make a cameo in Superman's house in a DC comic, appearing in some portraits of Superman's home. 42. Goku and the character Naruto, from the Naruto series, make a cameo in Superman's house in a DC comic, appearing in some portraits of Superman's home. 42. Son Goku, along with other manga and anime characters such as Monkey D, Luffy, Naruto Uzumaki and Shinchan, was chosen as an ambassador for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games in Japan. I hope you liked the video. If you want me to bring a video about your anime character, comment it. Do not forget to check the videos of the channel. See you in the next video.